Hi, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We're going to do a little bit of a different episode on this occasion. We're going to taste two wines back to back. They're from the same vineyard, but they're just 1 year apart, and we're going to do it now. So vineyard concern, I'm going to read this, Chateau Tour Saint-Bonnet, and it's from the Médoc region in France. Now, we have done a separate episode on each of these wines where we've just tasted them on their own for their own merits, but we thought it'd be really interesting to do a back-to-back. As I say, they're exactly the same wine from exactly the same vineyard, exactly the same grapes. The difference is the year. So there are the four things that affect the taste of wine.
Go for it.
And the four V's. So there is the varietal, i.e. the type of grape.
Yep.
The vineyard, i.e. where the vineyard is in the world.
Keep going, I'm learning.
Yeah, and then there's the Vintner, which is the person that actually makes the wine, because obviously they choose when they're going to cut, what they're going to cut, what particular, when they're going to take the grapes, and what particular yeast they're using, how much oak they're giving it, so that gives it its own sort of taste. And then there's the vintage, and that's what we're going to look at now.
Yes. Yeah, and this is new territory for us. We've never really done this before, have we? I don't think
we've done this before, no. So, shall we start with, well, we've got two. One is 2015 and one is 2016. Should we start with 2015?
I would imagine, the 15. Yeah.
So this is like 10 years old. We're filming this in 2025. So
I think we said this when we did the actual video, didn't we? That it's
very tawny.
Yeah, and also the price for a French wine.
Keep going.
The price for a French wine is actually quite reasonable for a French wine. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll put that in there.
Yeah.
So very tawny colour. There's a bit of brown in there, but let's get on with the old nose.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That smells complex. I remember it smelling complex before. It's not as I quite remember it from when we did the review on its own. I don't know what's different, but it smells.
I struggle to remember because I drink far too much. But it's that on the nose smells delicious. Like you say, it smells of complexity. It smells like.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of forest.
You got the forest floor thing. I know exactly what you mean by that. I don't know how to describe that. It's got cassis, that this dark fruit in the coffee.
Blackcurrant.
It's got blackcurrant. Yep. All the above. That smells beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's
a little bit of smoke.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fascinating nose. It really is.
This is the one where you could smell it for 10 minutes before.
Absolutely, yeah. And you think to yourself, well, when I taste it, it's going to be quite sophisticated, and also it makes you think it's going to be quite expensive.
I almost tasted it then.
You carry on.
I'm gonna.
Now remember, the same thing. I remember when we tasted this. We said.
Sorry, excuse me.
Right. It was interesting, but then it sort of just disappeared.
Yeah, that's exactly how I remember it. It starts off like I've got all these good intentions, I've got X, Y, and Z, and he's like the first 5-6 seconds, like that's going to get there. Then the tannins take over, and just that's it. There's nothing afterwards.
What I would suggest we do is actually just the nose of one and the nose of the other, and just literally back to back.
Yeah, okay.
So 2015, 2016. 2016 smells a lot softer.
2016 smells juicy.
Yeah. Fruitier, richer.
More appealing.
Yeah.
I mean, 2015
it doesn't smell as sophisticated as 2015, but. Yeah, it smells.
It's a much more approachable wine.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm loving 15 on the nose. That is like, there's so much to get in there. This 16 seems a little bit more simple, but
I'm just going to look at. I'm doing this back to front, so excuse me, but I'm just going to have a look at the colours between the two. And it's not as brown, is it? It's only 1 year difference, but it's not got that sort of. It's not as tawny.
No, it's brighter. It's more ruby in there.
Yeah.
And again, it looks good in the glass. Okay. I think the smokiness is still in this one as well, in 2016.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Again, let's give it a go.
Yeah. Much smoother, rounder. Yeah.
That juiciness is there. This is.
But I get that some people actually will prefer this more typical. This isn't really, as I seem to remember saying, not so French.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one you can always smell, as we didn't say, that's a French wine. This one, not so much. And on the palate, not so much either.
And I think that obviously they're both made from the same grapes, Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. This one, I think the Cabernet comes through more. I'm just saying that because it smells more jammier.
It's more fruity, yeah. And then when you lick your lips when you come back down from it, that is quite. It's quite amazing. We've always said every single wine tastes differently. There's little pointers that you need to look through, a checklist, but everyone does taste different. But for that, okay, I've just found out I can't do that with my left hand. Oh.
Well,
yeah. But that is the exact same grape, exact same place, just a different year.
Yeah.
That does just show what a difference a vintage can make.
Yeah. Yeah, so the difference in terms of when the frost was, how much rain they got, how much sun they got.
Yeah, all the above. That is.
Because you have to assume that the winemaker would try to make them. Because if you're buying a bottle of wine, you bought a bottle of this in 2000, you would have had a 2015 bottle. They round that, and you wanted to go to 2016. You would expect them to taste the same.
Yes, but they are very, very different wines.
Very, very different wines.
Mm.
And this just goes back to the original reason we started this channel was when I asked you the question, how do I tell that I'm going to like a wine? And this just shows how difficult it is. Same vineyard, as you said, same place, same winemaker, same label, apart from the years different, and they are very different wines.
They are. Well, I've always said it is trial and error. It is trial and error. You just got to go for it. And even there are some similarities, but for me, the only thing that comes through that's the same is that smokiness. The rest are not. But which would you say is your favourite?
2016.
Definitely.
But that's probably a personal taste. I can imagine there are people that would prefer the 15, that like the French style of wine, more typical French style of wine.
Yeah, but the 2016 for me as well. I would choose if that was if it was an option. 2006. But then again, isn't that quite strange? Because 2015, 10 years old, 2016, 9 years old, you would think the older the wine, the better it would be.
Yeah, and I guess for some people it will be.
Yeah, well, in the Spanish wine world, I would say the older it is, the better the wine is. Yeah. Where is that?
Yeah. But it is so different, isn't it? I mean, I doubt whether, I don't know, but I don't feel that another year in the bottle will make this taste like this.
No, I can't see that developing from that to that.
No.
But very interesting. We should do more of these videos.
Do more, back to backs. Absolutely. Well, guys, I mean that. I'm not sure what lesson to learn other than, the vintage. I mean, I think that there are countries where, for example, South American wines, etc., New World wines generally, don't tend to have the same variances because they've been set up to give the same irrigation, same amount of water, and they have more consistent sun rather than Europe. So I think it's more like vintage has more of an effect, I believe, in Europe than it does in the old wine world rather than the new wine world.
I suppose it depends how seriously you want to take it as well. I mean, because you and I now just doing that, I find it's so interesting. Those two, but if you're just casually wine drinking, you don't need to.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't. But we thought we'd do it just out of interest, if you ever get, it's really interesting to do. It's really interesting to do. A bit like sometimes when in the first videos we did, we'd actually taste one Cabernet Sauvignon and back to back with another Cabernet Sauvignon, and the differences. And it's just the styles that can change with the same grape. As we said there, those 4 variants, those 4 V's that can really affect the taste. Oh,
Nothing, I'm just liking your 4Vs.
I love 4Vs. So, guys, if you've ever sort of, if you've got any recommendations of wines perhaps that we should do back-to-backs that would be interesting, then please let us know. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up and obviously dingle that little dingle to make sure that you're notified when we publish a new video, which is normally on a Saturday morning at 9 a.m. UK time. Until then, guys, we wish you all the very best and we look forward to joining you with another glass of wine. Chin chin.
Chin chin.